Welcome back to the Gold IRA Blueprint podcast. Today, we're doing a deep dive into bullion exchanges.
Okay.
They're a popular online platform for buying and selling precious metals.
Right.
And they could be a really interesting option if you're looking to diversify your retirement portfolio.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially relevant now as we head into 2025. More and more American retirees are looking towards gold IRAs as a way to hedge against market volatility
Mm-hmm.
and economic uncertainty.
For sure. And choosing the right company to partner with for your gold IRA is absolutely key.
Right.
By the way, if you are looking for a free checklist to help you navigate those choices, head over to goldirablueprint.com/exclusive.
Hmm.
It's packed with tips to make those tough decisions a little easier. Okay, let's dive into this billion exchanges review. We've got a stack of research here,
Okay.
and we're going to extract the most important nuggets for you. So to set the stage, Bullion Exchange is an online marketplace based in New York City,
Right.
specializing in precious metals.
Yes, and what's fascinating is the sheer variety they offer. It's not just your typical gold and silver. They have everything from platinum and palladium to even more exotic metals like rhodium and iridium.
Rhodium and iridium, those sound like elements from a sci-fi movie. I have to admit, I'm not familiar with those.
Yeah, they're not your everyday metals, that's for sure. Rhodium, for example, is incredibly resistant to corrosion and plays a vital role in catalytic converters for cars. And iridium, known for its durability, is often used in high-performance spark plugs.
So they have a very specialized purpose. I guess that's why they're considered more exotic.
Yeah.
But getting back to bullion exchanges, what about their bread and butter products? What kind of gold and silver options do they have?
Well, they have all the popular choices, of course, like the American Silver Eagle and the Gold Maple Leaf.
Right.
These are iconic coins, especially for those who are new to precious metals.
Sure.
The Silver Eagle in particular is incredibly popular. It's recognizable, holds its value well, and it's just a beautiful coin to own.
It's almost like a gateway coin into the world of precious metals. You buy one and you're hooked. But let's talk about the nuts and bolts of buying from bullion exchanges. How do their prices compare to other dealers?
One of the things Bullion Exchanges is known for is their competitive pricing.
Mm.
They actually boast some of the lowest premiums in the market.
Okay.
They monitor market fluctuations in real time and adjust their prices accordingly, ensuring you get a fair deal whether you're buying or selling.
That's a big deal, especially when you consider how much the price of gold and silver can fluctuate. Those savings can really add up over time. But what about the actual buying process? Is it user-friendly, or do you need to be a tech whiz to navigate their website?
Their website is actually very intuitive and easy to use.
Okay.
It's designed with both novice and experienced investors in mind. You can browse their extensive catalog filter by metal type weight form, even specific mints or years.
So it's like having a personalized shopping experience, but for precious metals. But what about security? I'd be a little nervous about having a gold bar shipped to my house.
That's a valid concern, and bullion exchanges take security very seriously. They prioritize secure packaging and ensure all shipments. Plus, they offer expedited shipping options if you need your metals quickly. You can track your order every step of the way, so there's no need to worry about your precious metals disappearing into the void.
Okay, that definitely eases my mind. But even with the best security measures, there are inherent risks associated with any investment.
Right.
What are some of the things people should be aware of when considering precious metals?
You're right. No investment is completely risk-free. And one of the biggest risks with precious metals is market volatility. The prices of gold, silver, platinum, they can all go up and down, sometimes quite dramatically. It's important to be prepared for those fluctuations and to understand that precious metals are a long-term investment, not a get-rich-quick scheme.
Right, that's a good point.
Yeah.
It's not about timing the market. It's about having a solid strategy for the long haul. And speaking of long-term strategies, I know a lot of people are interested in gold IRAs as a way to diversify their retirement portfolios.
Mhm.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. A gold IRA is a self-directed individual retirement account that allows you to hold physical gold, silver, platinum, or palladium as part of your retirement savings. It's different from a traditional IRA, which typically holds paper assets like stocks and bonds.
So instead of having all your eggs in one basket, so to speak, you're spreading your risk and hedging against potential market downturns.
Mm-hmm.
But I imagine setting up a gold IRA can be a bit complicated, right?
It can be, but Bullion Exchanges actually makes the process quite smooth. They can help you connect with reputable custodians who specialize in gold IRAs. They also offer a wide selection of IRA-approved precious metals, meaning they meet the purity and fineness requirements set by the IRS.
That's really helpful, especially for those who are new to the world of gold IRAs. It sounds like they take a lot of the guesswork out of the process. But what about the potential downsides of gold IRAs? Are there any risks or drawbacks people should be aware of?
Well, as we mentioned earlier, market fluctuations are always a risk with any investment, including precious metals. And with gold IRAs, there are also fees involved, such as custodian fees and storage fees.
So it's important to weigh those costs against the potential benefits before making a decision.
Exactly. And it's also crucial to remember that gold IRAs are designed for long-term retirement savings. They're not a quick fix or a way to get rich quickly. They're a way to diversify your portfolio and potentially protect your savings from inflation and market volatility over the long term.
This is really helpful information, especially for those of you who are approaching retirement and looking for ways to protect your hard-earned savings. And if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed by all the options out there, remember that free checklist at goldirablueprint.com/exclusive. It can help you navigate the world of gold IRAs and choose the right company for your needs. But we're just getting started with our deep dive into bullion exchanges.
Right.
Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll delve deeper into the pros and cons of using their platform for your precious metal purchases.
Welcome back to the deep dive. Before we went to commercial, we were discussing bullion exchanges and their role in the precious metals market. Now let's take a closer look at what makes them a strong contender for your investment dollars.
Okay, let's unpack that. From what we've seen so far, their vast selection is definitely a big plus. I mean, they even have those rare metals like rhodium and iridium,
Well,
which most people have probably never even heard of.
right, that's right. It's clear they're catering to a wide range of investors, from those who are just starting out to seasoned collectors looking for something unique. And for those who are new to precious metals, having those familiar options like the American Silver Eagle and Gold Maple Leaf is reassuring.
Sure, it's like they have something for everyone, but selection is only part of the equation. How do their prices stack up against the competition?
Well, one of the things bullion exchanges prides themselves on is their commitment to competitive pricing. They consistently offer some of the lowest premiums in the market, which can translate into significant savings for you, especially if you're making a substantial investment.
Can you give us an example of how much someone might save?
Sure. Let's say you're looking to buy a 1-ounce gold American Eagle coin. With some dealers, you might pay a premium of $100 or more over the spot price of gold. But with bullion exchanges, you might find the same coin with a premium of only $75 or even less. That's a potential savings of $25 per coin, which can really add up if you're buying multiple coins or bars.
Wow, that's a pretty significant difference. And they're transparent about their pricing too, right?
Absolutely. They update their prices in real time to reflect market fluctuations, so you can always be confident you're getting a fair deal whether you're buying or selling. And their website makes it easy to track those price changes so you can stay informed and make informed decisions.
It sounds like they're really trying to empower their customers with knowledge and tools. But let's talk about another important factor, security. How do they ensure that your precious metals arrive safely and securely?
Bullion Exchanges understands that security is paramount, especially when dealing with valuable assets like precious metals. They use discreet packaging, so there's no indication of what's inside the box, and all shipments are fully insured, so you're protected in the unlikely event that something does go wrong during transit.
That's good to know. It definitely takes some of the stress out of the buying process.
Yeah.
And they offer expedited shipping options as well, right?
Yes. If you need your metals quickly, they offer a variety of expedited shipping options so you can choose the level of service that best meets your needs. And their customer service team is excellent. They're available to answer your questions and help you track your order every step of the way.
It sounds like they've really thought of everything to make the buying experience as smooth and stress-free as possible. But even with the best companies, there can be occasional hiccups. Have you come across any negative reviews or complaints about bullion exchanges?
Well, while their overall reputation is excellent, you'll always find a few negative reviews with any company. Some customers have mentioned occasional delays in shipping or difficulty getting through to customer service during peak times. However, these instances seem to be relatively rare.
And how does bullion exchanges address these issues?
They're very proactive about responding to customer feedback, both positive and negative. They have a dedicated team that monitors online reviews and social media comments, and they work quickly to resolve any issues that arise. They also have a satisfaction guarantee, so if you're not happy with your purchase for any reason, you can return it for a full refund.
That's reassuring. It shows they're committed to customer satisfaction and stand behind their products and services. But let's shift gears for a moment and talk about the elephant in the room, market volatility. As we mentioned earlier, the prices of precious metals can fluctuate quite a bit.
Mhm.
How should investors approach this inherent risk?
That's a great question. It's important to remember that precious metals, like any investment, are subject to market forces. The key is to have a long-term perspective and not panic if prices dip in the short term. Historically, precious metals have held their value over time, and they can provide a hedge against inflation and a safe haven during periods of economic uncertainty.
So it's about riding out those waves and not making impulsive decisions based on short-term market fluctuations.
Exactly. And if you're investing for retirement, as many of our listeners are, a gold IRA can be an excellent way to diversify your portfolio and protect your savings from potential market downturns.
Speaking of gold IRAs, I know bullion exchanges plays a role in facilitating those as well. Can you elaborate on that?
Sure, if you're considering a gold IRA, choosing the right company is crucial. You want a company with a solid reputation, competitive pricing, and a wide selection of IRA-approved precious metals. Bullion exchanges checks all those boxes.
And they can also help you navigate the process of setting up a gold IRA.
Right. Absolutely. They can help you connect with reputable custodians who specialize in gold IRAs and guide you through the steps of transferring funds from your existing retirement account. They can also help you choose the right precious metals for your individual investment goals and risk tolerance.
It sounds like they're really trying to make the process as easy and straightforward as possible for investors. That's really valuable, especially for those who might be intimidated by the complexities of gold IRAs.
Mm.
And speaking of making things easy, remember that free checklist I mentioned earlier?
You mean the one at goldireblueprint.com, facially exclusive?
That's the one. It's packed with helpful tips and questions to ask yourself when choosing a gold IRA company. It can really simplify the decision-making process and give you peace of mind knowing you're on the right track.
It's a fantastic resource, especially for those who are just starting to explore the world of gold IRAs.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're still in the middle of our deep dive into bullion exchanges. Stay tuned for part 3, where we'll take an even closer look at their role in facilitating gold IRAs and how they can help you achieve your retirement goals. Welcome back to the deep dive. We spent this episode exploring what bullion exchanges has to offer, and now I think it's time to zero in on one of the hottest topics for our listeners,
Right.
gold IRAs.
Yes, gold IRAs are becoming increasingly popular, especially with American retirees who are looking for ways to diversify their retirement portfolios and potentially shield their savings from market volatility. And bullion exchanges can be a valuable partner in that process.
Before we get into that, let's make sure everyone's on the same page. Could you give us a